Alrighty guys, yo, what's going on everybody? It is your boy Fitzmonk TV here, aka G-Lauren33. I'm here with a legit extra, and I've been doing these the last couple of weeks. I do these outside of the normal podcast, you know, the pay-per-views, the Raw, the SmackDown, the NXT reviews that we do every single week. This is just me focusing a little more on a certain topic, and just me, you know, going off, giving my thoughts on it. And I would have put this video out earlier in the day, depending when you guys are watching this, but I just got around to seeing this while I was at work, and I decided, why not? Why not? Because I know you guys love when I rant on Charlotte, because it pisses me off how she's booked, you know, overbooked. And I've said this on my Twitter, I've said this on the podcast, she's the most overpushed female superstar in WWE history. 12 title reigns in 5 freaking years. And I've said this how many times? How many of those title reigns are actually memorable? Yes, we can talk all the time about some of the great matches Charlotte has had. But what has she ever done with a championship on her shoulder? Who has she elevated? She's had matches with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch and Asuka's and the Rhea Ripleys. And you can go on and on. But has she actually ever elevated somebody in the ring? How many people has he actually put over? And I could go on for 30-40 minutes on this. But the reason why I'm making this video is every week, the last couple weeks after Monday Night Raw, they've been doing Raw Talk, an extra show post Monday Night Raw, very similar to Talking Smack, you know. And it's basically a post show where, you know, they interview superstars from Monday Night Raw, Samoa Joe and Charlie Caruso, and it's also a show which allows the superstars to actually be more similar to their real life, you know, personas. So they're actually able to go deeper past what we see on screen. And Charlotte was on last night, and I don't watch Raw Talk, and I saw this. I was going through reading some articles, and I saw this, how Charlotte said that, what was it? I'm completely forget what she said. Oh yeah, here it is. Charlotte said that Nia Jax and Sasha Banks are entitled. And I don't care about Nia Jax. You guys know I can't stand Nia Jax. She sucks. She's terrible in the ring. The Sasha Banks part is the part that gets me, because you guys know I'm a huge Sasha Banks fan. This is a pro Sasha Banks channel. You guys know I believe Sasha is the best female wrestler in the world. And you guys know I hate Charlotte because she's selfish. And when she said Sasha Banks is entitled, and she said that she's not, that got me mad, because there's nobody more entitled in the entire company than Charlotte. She's Ric Flair's daughter, for one. Vince loves blondes, and thinking she doesn't elevate anybody. And I'm trying to keep this professional. I'm not trying to, you know, go in swearing, but I'm willing to bet I'm gonna do it once I start playing back this clip. I've watched it 3 or 4 times already, because I just couldn't believe the she's a hypocrite. Let's just keep it that simple. She is a hypocrite. All right, so we're gonna go through this Charlotte clip. All right, you guys are gonna hear what she said, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. I'm gonna be pausing through points, and we're gonna discuss it. This really pissed me off. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoy. But let's go through it. Let's go.
The thing is, it's not about who gets under my skin. It's about why they get under my skin. And
hey, Charlotte, I'm already getting mad, and she's already said one sentence. Why they get under my skin? You get under our skin every single week you're on TV. You are the Ruby Ryans, the Liv Morgans, the Bianca Belairs, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai. The list goes on and on and on. Superstars that are supposed to be the next big thing in WWE. You are supposed to be using your superstardom, right? Since you are one of the big stars in WWE, a lot of people look at you as the best, which in my opinion you're not. You're very overrated. But you're supposed to be using your name to elevate those stars. Instead, you steal TV time from them. You call yourself the hardest working woman on the roster, saying, oh, I'm on all 3 shows, but you're not doing anything to elevate those shows. You're just stealing TV time. You're similar to Shane McMahon. Remember when Shane McMahon last year, we all couldn't stand him when he was doing that best in the world gimmick? And he was on Raw and SmackDown every single week, stealing TV time from guys like Apollo Crews and Zack Ryder, and the list goes on and on and on. Charlotte Flair is the same thing. The only difference is she's a female and a full-time wrestler. She doesn't elevate those shows. She doesn't elevate the ratings. So I don't care how hardworking you are. You're not doing anything to make the company more successful.
You know, I hear, and I read what people say about me, that I'm entitled.
Yes, you are entitled.
And here's the thing. I am the only person that shows up to work 365 days a year. I'm never sick. I'm never hurt. I am the hardest working person in this company. I'm on Raw. I'm on SmackDown. Hell, I do media for Fox, and I'm not even on Fox. NXT. And then they send me to NXT? No, I do anything and everything they ask because I love this business and I strive for greatness.
No, here's my thing. No one said that Charlotte doesn't love this business. I'm going to say most of the superstars, almost all of them. Some of them are just there for a paycheck. You know? Some of them don't really care about the business. They just care that they're getting paid. But I would say the majority of WWE superstars care about being there. And yes, good for you, Charlotte. You're there almost every single week. You don't get sick. You don't get hurt. I've heard the same thing said from so many other superstars in the past. I've heard it from Dean Ambrose. I've heard it from John Cena. Like, good for you. It's your job to be there all the time. Injuries come. Problems arise. I remember back in 2017, remember when Ric Flair was in the hospital? Charlotte wasn't there for a couple of months. That was a serious situation. No one blamed Charlotte for that. Becky Lynch got pregnant. Becky Lynch was there. I don't remember Becky Lynch ever getting injured, other than the time when Nia Jax broke her nose. Becky was there every single week. Even though there was a time when Becky wasn't even being pushed properly. This was before Becky became the man. But you don't see Becky talking about that. It's your job to be there every single week. You want a medal? You think just because you're there all the time you deserve a title shot? You deserve to be champion all the time? Good for you that you're there. It's your job. I work a full-time job. It's my job to be here every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year, until the day I choose to leave that job or I get fired or something like that. And we understand you love this business. Your father loved this business. But if you truly did love WWE, you'd be doing what you would be doing your 100% best to elevate the business that you love. You don't elevate anything. You don't. If you really love WWE like the way you said so, you'd be elevating Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, all these other names. But no, you only elevate yourself and it doesn't help anybody.
So it's the entitled people that get under my skin. It is the people that sit at home for a year and then come back and are in the title picture. And you call me entitled because I am busting my ass 365 days a year to be the best? No, it's the people like Nia Jax who come back and are in the title picture. I've beaten Asuka twice now, and I haven't had my title match. So what? I've had the Raw Championship how many times now? I think 5. But that means that I can't have it a 6th time? That I'm not owed that?
Here's my thing about that. I hate Nia Jax. Nia Jax should have used the 1 year that she was gone to get better. She hasn't gotten any better. She has gotten worse. And you guys hear me bitch and moan about this every single week on Monday Night Raw. She's not better. She doesn't belong in any title picture. She should have never been Raw Women's Champion. When Sasha Banks and Bayley were on the pre-show at WrestleMania 34, they're in a meaningless battle royal, and Sasha and Bayley, neither one of those two even won that match. Nia Jax had a match with Asuka, which is one of the worst women's matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania history. It was awful. She should have never been women's champion. So I can understand, I actually agree with Charlotte on that. You know, before Becky got pregnant, it was reported that we were going to get Becky versus Nia in Money in the Bank. Becky got pregnant, changes were made, and then we got Asuka and Nia instead. And now WWE's protecting Nia for what? She sucks. She's injuring Asuka or Kairi Sane every single week. She should not be on television. She should not be entitled. She's not owed anything. It makes me sick to my stomach to see Nia Jax pushed where she is. But then, you know, right when I'm agreeing with Sasha goes like, oh, I beat Asuka twice now. You should have never beat Asuka in the first place. That's because Bruce Pritchard and the people booking the show have no knowledge of how to push their company correctly. Vince is like, oh man, Charlotte's no longer NXT champion. Becky's gone. Oh yeah, we have to push Charlotte on Monday Night Raw to replace Becky. No, you should be using this time to elevate your other stars so when Becky comes back, when Ronda Rousey comes back, Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda actually have legit competition. But no, rinse formula. Rinse and repeat. Someone goes down, oh, we gotta push Charlotte again. We gotta put Charlotte back in the title picture. Charlotte's like, oh, I've been the Raw Women's Champion 5 times. Why can't I be champion 6 times? Because you don't elevate anybody. All of your title reigns don't mean shit. I ask this question all the time. Can someone tell me a title reign that Charlotte had that was actually memorable? None of them. The 5 times she was Raw Women's Champion. The 2 times she was NXT Women's Champion. The 5 times that she was SmackDown Women's Champion. None of those reigns mattered. Yes, she's had great matches, but you can't go back to any of those reigns and said they were special. When Ronda Rousey was Raw Women's Champion, that was a good title reign. Sasha Banks, when she was NXT Women's Champion, that was a good title reign. Like, CM Punk, when he held the WWE Championship for 434 days, that was a great title reign. Now, one of Charlotte's title reigns were good. I don't care what anybody says. So that's the reason why we don't want you to be a 6-time Raw Women's Champion. Because you don't elevate anybody. You don't elevate the championship. It's just another statistic so WWE can call Charlotte the greatest ever when she's not. She's undeserving of the championship. By the time 2025 comes, Charlotte will be a 30-time women's champion, and none of those title reigns would have mattered. That's the problem. That's the thing that Charlotte doesn't get. She thinks that it's all about being a champion. No, it's about what you do with the championship. And even as big a star Charlotte is, and I have to admit that, she doesn't do anything with the title. She doesn't elevate anybody. She's talking about entitlement. Remember back in 2017 when it was supposed to be Becky Lynch versus Carmella? Remember Becky had beaten everybody in the SmackDown Women's division. And then Becky came back. You know? This was right before Becky turned heel and was becoming the man. Becky was supposed to go against Carmella, who was the SmackDown Women's Champion at the time. It was supposed to be Becky versus Carmella one-on-one. Charlotte came back 2 weeks later, and they made it a triple threat match. Just because it's Charlotte, and we have to have her on the SummerSlam card. It's the same thing with the reason why they gave us Charlotte versus Trish Stratus the year later. Because it's Charlotte, and we have to get her on the card. When Charlotte didn't want to let Shayna Baszler eliminate her in the Royal Rumble because it's an NXT superstar. When Charlotte didn't want Io Shirai to pin her at NXT in your house to become NXT Women's Champion. Oh, it's entitlement. It's legit entitlement. Charlotte is such a hypocrite. And I haven't even got to the worst part yet.
Not owed a title match? No, if you want Sasha Banks, you take time off and then come back in the title picture. But I'm the title? No, it's the...
And this is when I get pissed off. You have the guts to say Sasha Banks thinks she's entitled. This is the kind of stuff that pisses me off. Charlotte and Sasha are actually friends, or at least I thought that before. Charlotte goes on Raw Talk and she says Sasha Banks comes back after 4 months. Sasha Banks, how many women's championship matches have Sasha Banks had before that? Sasha Banks spent all of 2018 going up against the Riot Squad in Absolution in garbage matches, while Charlotte was busy being pushed on SmackDown as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Really. Sasha Banks, who is a 4-time Raw Women's Champion, but she's never been able to hold the championship longer than 30 days, mainly because of Charlotte herself. But Sasha Banks is entitled. Sasha Banks, who has put over more stars in the women's division in the last 3 years alone than Charlotte has her entire career. But Sasha Banks is entitled. Sasha Banks should always be in the women's title picture. She's never, out of all the 4 horsewomen, Sasha Banks has not been given the same opportunities. Even though Sasha Banks is by far the best member of the 4 horsewomen. She's the best looking, she's the best on the mic, she's the best in the ring. She has the whole package. But WWE has never pushed Sasha Banks for obvious reasons. And I don't want to get into that because that's a separate video. But this is the kind of shit that pisses me off. Charlotte, we know how big a star you are, but you have the guts to say that Sasha Banks is entitled? When Becky Lynch was Raw Women's Champion, they were booking her against Lacey Evans and Natalya. It was garbage. The Raw Women's division had never been worse after WrestleMania last year. After Ronda Rousey left, after Sasha Banks was gone for 4 months, and the thing about it, Sasha was dealing with mental issues. She was fatigued. But yet, you have to talk. It's not like Sasha wanted to take a vacation. She needed a break. Charlotte, if you decided to take a break from WWE, none of us would blame you. Sasha Banks was depressed. She had anxiety, stress, all these different things going on. She had to take the purple out of her hair because she couldn't recognize herself because the Sasha Banks character had taken over Mercedes' life. She didn't go on vacation because she wanted to. She had to because it was best for her mental health. And Sasha Banks, being the star that she is, WWE called her back early after SummerSlam to feud with Becky Lynch. It wasn't Sasha's choice. WWE asked Sasha Banks to do that. And the thing about it is, Sasha didn't even win the championship. She lost. She put Becky over at Hell in a Cell, which was the best women's match in all of WWE that year. But you have the guts to say Sasha Banks is entitled. No, you're the most entitled bitch in WWE history. You only care for yourself. You bury Sasha, you bury Asuka, you bury Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler and others for your own gain. You don't elevate anybody. You don't elevate any championship, division, or the company. You can say you love WWE all you want, but you are the biggest hypocrite in WWE history.
The entitled people that get under my skin. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
Oh, get that off my chest. I had to get this red off my chest. It is absolutely ridiculous. Charlotte Flair is the most entitled bitch in WWE history. I don't care what anybody says. I really don't. It is sad. It is sad that I have to make this video. I thought Charlotte was smarter than that. I really did. But after Raw Talk last night, I might have to watch Raw Talk a little more often just to see more of the hypocritical bullshit that these WWE superstars say. This was terrible. I don't know what the hell Charlotte was thinking. Really? You go saying Sasha Banks is entitled. I don't care about Nia Jax, but you go saying the best female wrestler in the world, Sasha Banks, is entitled when she has not been booked correctly in the 5 years that she's been on the main roster, but you've been overpushed and overbooked your entire career, and you're not even that good? We're all waiting for you to take the title off of Asuka because we all know that's happening, right? They took the NXT Women's Champion off of you because WWE doesn't care about building stars. Oh, the ratings are down. Let's stop building the next generation and let's go back to the rinse old formula. Let's push Charlotte. Yeah, great. Let's see how that works. Yep, at Extreme Rules or SummerSlam, we're all waiting for it. Charlotte to take the title off of Asuka. Asuka's going to get buried and fed to Charlotte Flair again. Charlotte's going to be a 13-time women's champion. But she's not going to elevate the division. She's just going to be elevating herself. But she doesn't care, right? Because I'm the hardest working female in WWE. I'm there all the time. When it's her job to be there all the time. I've never seen such entitlement in my life. She is selfish, arrogant, egotistical. I absolutely hate it. I really do. I don't know if Sasha saw this or not. But man, this makes me sick to my stomach. It really does. You have the gall to say that about Sasha Banks. You really do. I thought you were Sasha's. I really thought you were Sasha's friend. I really did think that. But I guess I was wrong. I was wrong in this situation. Charlotte Flair is the most entitled bitch in WWE history. I don't care what anybody says. And the fact that she had the gall to go say that on national TV, she needs to be ashamed of herself. She doesn't care about elevating the women's division. She only cares about herself. And this comment, this interview, what she said on Raw Talk, that proves it. That proves it. Absolutely despicable, absolutely disgusting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, but I had to get this off my chest. And if you are a Charlotte fan, my bad. If you are a Charlotte fan after hearing this, unsub to my channel. Don't watch my videos. Please get out of my face, because you are the problem with this company. Absolutely ridiculous. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, enable notifications by clicking the bell next to my name, Fitzmonk TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. Fucking Charlotte, man. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna leave. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace. What the fuck?